Maybe make it a level requirement. Like, you have to be at least level 100 before you can do this. That way it doesn't overcomplicate things for new players.
It's only a game. Why you have to be...
The thing that I wanted to talk about today is a multi-part issue, a multi-part problem. Hero Wars Mobile is dealing with this bot problem. Jelensoft, we've talked about it a couple of times. It allows people to do Guild War training, like thousands of iterations of training per minute, effectively taking all of the need for training and knowledge out of Guild Wars and Global Championships on Hero Wars Mobile. These bots exist on Facebook as well. Somebody showed me a bot yesterday that allows people to do Guild War testing on a similar speed and scale, and I would not be surprised if everyone is not using it by October. It's not good. It's not good. It's not actually run in the game itself. It's run in an instance outside of the game based on parameters that the developer has plugged in. It is, of course, based on absolute max stats, which you can say, oh, Charlie, you can do max testing right now. I can do max testing right now. Sure, absolutely you can. But you can't test 1,000 matches in a minute or 5 minutes or whatever. From what I understand, it's just a max testing bot. But in the Guild War environment, which is different from guild training. Guild training and Guild War is not the same thing, which begs the question, what is the purpose of guild training? There's no purpose. Bragging rights within your guild, I guess? I don't know. But imagine if you had 15 heroes maxed out, 20 heroes maxed out, whatever. You're that kind of spender. And currently you're spending an hour-ish a day training to find out which combination of your 15 to 20 heroes is able to beat your war target for the day. Or you just load up the bot and let it run. Load up the bot and let it run. In a few minutes, it tells you the best chance that you have, the heroes that you have that are going to have the best chance to beat the enemy, and off you go. Off you go. So here's the issue. Here's the issue is if everything is standardized, which that's the draw of max testing, right? That's the draw of max testing because it's all standardized, even though technically it's not on Facebook and web because it doesn't include the Ascension tree with the Tree of Wisdom tree stuff. It doesn't include those. It includes your current rank of the Great Tree of Wisdom, not the maxed rank, right? It's got maxed Ascension tiers, but not maxed Great Tree of Wisdom. So it's not quite 100% accurate. So somebody in our guild had an issue with a fight. And this is a conversation that has happened 1,000 times in every high-end guild across the world. This individual's got a team, tested the team, was able to win, right? A 1 million power level team beating another team that's roughly in the same area of power, right? Not max testing, but actual manual mode, actual hero level testing, right? Okay, great. In the actual fight, the team that he was going up against was 200k less. And we see this all the time. Like, I'll do guild training every day, and I will fight against the team that's like a 900k or a 950,000 power level team. And the team that I'm actually fighting is only like 800 or 850k, right? So the power levels are different, but I can get an idea. I can get close to an idea. But this 800k power level team, you know, beat his team when he beat the other team in training. So the other team on defense with a lesser power level ended up winning out. And this is a problem that everyone has come across. Why is it that my XYZ level Titan team, you know, loses to a less developed Titan team? Why is it that you don't want to level up Jorgen too high? Why is it that you shouldn't level your Martha higher than your Zhu and all, like, what? All of these dumb breakpoints, all of these little, you know, the sweet spot as we call them, it all ties back to health. Now there's a lot of other stats in the game that matter, right? A lesser Kark versus my Kark has different breakpoints and different things. Somebody was talking about Kark's magic defense skin, and I believe that you should level up Kark's magic defense skin because Celeste's auto attack will hurt him a lot if you don't level up Kark's magic defense skin. But then that lowers the effectiveness of Isaac if you bring Isaac to your team. Right, so there's all these things that if you level a hero or Titan or pet too high, they become less effective, right? And it's not a hard and fast rule. The Kark and Isaac is an example. If I have too high magic defense on Kark, my Isaac will ult slower. But if I'm not using Isaac, the Kark magic defense doesn't really matter, right? And again, a lot of stats play into a fight, timing of skills and all of that, but it really all boils down to this energy mechanic. So if a hero takes 10% of their health in damage, they gain 10% energy. Okay, they gain 10% energy. If I have two heroes, one has 1,000,000 health and the other has 100,000 health, 10,000 damage to the guy that takes 100,000, that's got 100,000 health is 10% of his life. He gains 10% energy. 10,000 damage versus 1,000,000 health is what? 1%, 0.1%. I told you I wasn't going to do math. I'm sorry. So it's significantly less energy gain for heroes with higher health. So how do you fix it? How do you fix it? I don't know how you fix it. I have no idea how you fix it. I don't think I have the right answer to fix it, but I have an idea. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. So we have these heroes, and we're going to keep using the example of Kark because that's like the only hero that I have at max or close to max or whatever. So if my Kark is too high, Gift of the Elements maxed out. Glyphs maxed out. Artifacts maxed out. All of his skins maxed out. His health is too high. He's going to ult slow, okay? His health is too high. He's going to ult slower than the enemy. What if we were allowed to adjust our stats? Not reset, adjust. What do I mean by that? And this is a complete hypothetical. I'm not saying that this is ever going to happen. I just think it would be a cool idea. So take, for example, Kark. His health is too high. What if I can reset his health glyph to 0? Now, I've ranked his health glyph already up to level 50 or level 40 on mobile. I've earned the right to set Kark's health glyph at any point, at 0 or 50. I don't get any of the resources back. And this is an important point. I don't get any of the resources back. And why not? Because if I got the resources back, I could just level a hero and then de-level a hero and level up another hero. Oh, I don't like that hero. De-level this hero, level up another hero. I don't get the resources back, but since I've leveled my Kark's health glyph to 50 or 40 on mobile, I have the ability to adjust the health glyph to any level. What does this do? What does this do? This will allow me to fine-tune my Kark's health versus different teams. If I need him to be a lower health, he will have lower health. If I need him to be higher health, he'll have higher health. You can make this same claim to any other hero that you might own. For example, Jorgen. A lot of people do not level up Jorgen's leper skill because they do not want the leper skill to push physical damage to the 5th slot. I've leveled up the leper skill to level 110, so every time he uses this ability, the curse is guaranteed to land. But what if, since I've leveled it up to a point, I've earned the right to adjust the stat, adjust the skill. And you can do the same thing for everything, for artifacts, for glyphs, for skins, for skills, ascension, gift of the elements. And remember, you're not getting any of the resources back, so you can't abuse it. You can't just level up a team of 5 heroes and be like, oh, I actually need a different 5 heroes now. Because then, if you got all the resources back, you would only need to level 5 heroes, because then you would just keep resetting those 5 heroes. So this is why this will conquer the bots. If massive max testing is done using this bot, testing 100, 1,000, 10,000 variations of teams in a minute, it will not be able to accommodate if my Jorgen is intentionally at 70k power instead of 110k power or whatever. Maybe make it a level requirement. Like, you have to be at least level 100 before you can do this. That way it doesn't overcomplicate things for new players. If you can adjust your heroes and the bots will be written to accommodate. No, because you'll never know, Griff. You'll never know what the enemy lineup has. You'll never know what glyphs I've intentionally set to 0 on my Kark. You'll never know. Think about all of the people that overleveled the armor glyph on Aurora, or overleveled the magic defense glyph on Isaac, or just an infinite number of hero choice. Think about all of the Hydra teams. The Hydra teams that people build, all of a sudden their Hydra team sucks because they leveled their Zhu just a little too high, or their Martha just a little too high. Let us adjust. This will solve several problems. First of all, the frustration of spending time. I'm going to spend time and money, or both, to max out my Kark team, my favorite Kark lineup. Yet somehow I'm losing to teams half my power level because of a dumb energy mechanic. Well, if I can adjust my line, because I've earned the right to, if I can adjust my health down a little bit to be more on par with the enemy team's health, then suddenly that energy discrepancy disappears. This fixes the bot problem. This fixes the Hero Wars assistant problem. This fixes so many issues. And the best part, to me, the absolute best part, is the gatekeeping disappears. The gatekeeping to new players that have no idea that they just screwed up by leveling a glyph too high. This account is ruined forever because you leveled the glyph too high, because you leveled the skin too high. You have to level a new account, otherwise your Aurora is forever ruined. Your Dante is forever ruined, etc., etc., etc. It fixes so many issues, but you know the developers are never going to do it. No, it'll never happen. If you level up, there should be an issue that should break the teams. Therefore, you are trying to fix a break in the game. And that's VDOG. That's actually what it boils down to, is bad game design. It's just bad game design. And this solves so many issues, guys. This solves the bot. This solves the bot issue, the health energy issue. The problem is it'll be a nightmare to code. It'll be a nightmare to facilitate. It'll be next to impossible to install to the mobile version of the game because of how unwieldy it is. If we ever see it, it'll be on Facebook and web, and maybe like in a while on mobile. It just seems like it'd be such a heavy task to accommodate. Why can't they fix the game design so higher level heroes always do better than lower level ones? So David, the argument is higher level players should not always get guaranteed a win. If I have a 1 million power level team, just because I've been playing longer than you, just because I've been spending more money than you, shouldn't guarantee the win. There still needs to be room for strategy and synergy, combos, countering, all of that. You can't just guarantee a win by having a higher power. And that's a fine line. That's a very fine line, because, you know, even our guildmate that was having the issue today, is it that he lost because of the health energy flaw, or did he lose because of a specific counter team? Well, we know it's the health energy thing because he trained against it. Being able to give out war orders in Global Championship on mobile was considered a major overhaul. This is so far beyond what they're capable of. Yeah, I agree.